It's a privilege and a pleasure to be with Pastor Róbert Csizmadia, who is the president of the Duna Conference in Hungary, and who also served at one time as the executive secretary of the Hungarian Union, and who has now been elected to serve as the executive secretary of the Trans-European Division. And here we are, just outside the hall of the General Conference session. And Robert, it's really good to talk to you. So
Thank you very much.
You have the spiritual gift of administration.
I don't know if it's a spiritual gift or it's a kind of you learn it along the way, but sometimes I do get carried away with administrative tasks. I have to admit. So I really enjoy building out systems that kind of support the mission or the task that's at hand. And so I have to admit, yes, sometimes I like it.
So as I heard from the Secretariat, as they shared their report yesterday, data is directly connected to mission or has purpose for mission. Is that right?
Yes. You can think of data as a blueprint. You find the connections, you find the group of people who respond to the mission, you find people groups who we can keep and those who we lose. And this way it can inform mission and it can inform where we have to intervene or where we have to strengthen our work.
Gain and loss then is actually mission focused, because gain is the beauty of people coming to Christ,
yes,
and loss is the concern of people who have left Christ.
Yes.
How has it been in Hungary?
I have been having a tough year recently. I've been newly elected as Duna Conference president, and that was something very new for me. I used to be a pastor before, naturally, and I worked 7 years as a union secretary. Then coming back to the field, it was a challenge, and it was also an experience that I just realized today how important it is for me, for the job at hand, because I could see the concern of pastors, the struggles and the joy of their ministry. And I started to have a mindset of how I can help them and how I can be of use that way. And also churches, like doing the mission and trying to think about the mission. And I think this is an experience this last year that I can bring into the work of the TED at this level.
Perhaps you must hear more about that sometime.
Yeah.
But I'm hearing that you have a pastoral concern, a mission concern, and that you're bringing something special to the TED in that respect.
I would hope so. Yes.
Okay.
I'm having a very big heart, I would say. I really, since my childhood, I have this concern for others or for other people. I remember once in Romania when we visited some distant family members and like seeing on the marketplace some kids really in poverty. Like I just stood there and I was watching them. My family moved away, so they had to come back and search for me and pick me up because like it had this effect on me. So I'm really, if I can say that my ministry has been about people and reaching out to people, and I hope that this is something I can do also as a secretary. It lots of time, like secretariat work, administrative work is sort of like something very dry. I do feel it that way sometimes, when you do the job on a daily basis. But no, it must be about people, the people who are behind those numbers, the people whom we serve, and being part of the team at the division level, and also for the office and for all the countries and the unions that are there.
How do you perceive the mission of Adventism in Europe and where it's at?
Ah, that's a very big question. I'm Whenever I'm speaking to pastors, the stories go that it's so difficult to reach people, especially in all of the countries. Doesn't matter if they are in the east or the west. To growing extent, we find people really detached and removed from God and from spirituality. There is a thirst in them. They really would like to meet something that's interesting for them. And I think that these two things, if we combine it, and if we come up with an answer to their lives, that could have an impact. So I see the biggest need of mission in Europe to find this theological key that is going to be opening people's hearts and put them on fire, that they want to live and they want to do everything for the God who messaged them.
I'd like to open up big conversations in a moment, but we will have to talk about this some other time because
Okay.
I can see there's a story there that we need to develop. But for the moment, you're moving to England, you're
Oh yeah.
bringing your family,
Yes.
your wife is coming too. Share some of the gifts that your wife will bring with you.
Some of the gifts. Oh yes, she's an excellent speaker
Who is
actually.
called?
She's Heli Otamo Csizmadia. She's originally from Finland. She's also a fellow pastor, and she's an excellent evangelist. I have to say that I am more of a teacher, like a very
Okay.
boring and explaining and stuff like that. But she has an aura. She attracts the people. So whenever we did meetings together, and she was the speaker, we had much better of a reply. Like more people coming to the place, and I think this is something she's bringing with her. This type, like small children and animals respond to her just smiling. You see, it's a gift, I think.
So I'm seeing that the TED is blessed with a pastor, administrator, and evangelist even. It combines spiritual gifts. And the Lord at this
Yes,
time has called you to have an administrative role.
if we count also my wife, yes,
Of
then
course,
I can say
indeed,
that.
indeed,
Like it's one
indeed.
body. So it's like yes.
Oh, what a blessing! What a blessing to talk with you, and what a blessing to have you in the TD family. And I pray that it will go from strength to strength. And may God bless you.
Thank you very much.